Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a recipe. It's actually for my son, so he asked me for this, so this is the reason we're doing this. So we're doing banana pudding. So let me let you know quickly what we're going to be using. Anyways, ingredients we're going to be using is about a cup of granulated sugar, a quarter cup of all-purpose flour. We're using a pinch of salt, or about a quarter of a teaspoon. We're using about 2 3/4 of milk. We're also going to be using 4 egg yolks. Make sure they're large eggs. I'm using about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of vanilla extract. 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We're using Nilla wafers, and we are using ripe bananas. And this is it. This is what we're gonna need. Aside from that, we are gonna be using whipped cream. Either you can make your own. Today I'm just using Cool Whip. I ain't got time for that. And we'll take it from there. So in a pot, you're going to add your sugar. Don't turn on your pot yet. You're gonna put in your flour. You are going to put in your salt. Remember, it's not a lot of salt. You don't want this to be salty. We're going to give it a quick little stir to combine everything. And while we do that, we're going to start pouring in our milk little by little until everything is lump free before we turn on the stove. So we're going to go that much first, and we're just going to give it a stir, a nice little stir. By the way, if you have vanilla beans, use vanilla beans in this recipe. It's a great alternative. I actually did not want to go get my beans, so what I'm doing here is that I'm going to stir it until I am lump free. Add the rest of your milk. And we're gonna now, at this point, we are going to turn on our heat, and we're gonna start to stir. We're going to continue to stir. The reason we are stirring is because we do not want the flour or the milk to scorch in the bottom. Right now it's not warm yet, but once the milk starts to warm up, that's when you really want to stir. Now I'm just making sure that I don't have any lumps. Yeah, no lumps. So right now we're just going to continue to stir this, and I will show you guys in a few what this looks like. So this has been cooking now for about, I'm gonna say 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna remove my whisk, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with this. If you can tell, it's starting to thicken. You want it to thicken a little bit more than this. This is gonna go for a little while, but you could tell it's thickening. Now it's at a nice consistency, but we want this to be as thick as maybe ranch salad dressing. So we want this to be a little thicker. I will go back into my whisk. Again, I don't want nothing to burn, so I'm going to continue to stir from the bottom. Remember that the flour is going to be your thickening agent. So we're just going to continue here for about another 2 minutes or so. I want you to see that it's gotten nice and thick. See this consistency? So at this point, we're going to shut this off, and now we're going to temper eggs. In here we have our eggs, and the way we temper is that we always mix while we're adding the hot liquid, because we do not want to make scrambled eggs. So we are just simply putting in all our eggs all our milk, I'm sorry, not eggs. And now I'm going to just go ahead and do that. And we're going to pour this stuff back into my pot. And we're going to continue to cook this until it's thicker. It's going to cook again constantly stirring again. We don't want to cook no eggs. And we're going to go back into our stove. I want you to see that I am cooking this now, constantly stirring. It already resembles a nice looking pudding. Okay. So we are stirring. We're gonna stir for about another minute or two. We want this to be a little thicker and maybe a little lighter in color. But we're just gonna let it cook to cook up all the flour. And we're gonna just let it cook for another 2 minutes or so, and I will let you know what we're doing next. Okay, so around this moment, we're gonna shut the heat and we're gonna add our butter and just stir it. It's gonna change the consistency, but that's okay for now. We're also gonna add our vanilla. I'll let you know if I'm gonna need a little bit more in a minute. I want to taste it. So it's gonna make it a little runny again, but that's okay. I think I'm good with vanilla. So 1 tablespoon is fine. You want less vanilla flavor? Add less. Chuper, stop. Chuper. So this is our situation here. Now next I'm just gonna strain it and let it chill, and I'll show you that in 2 seconds. So I'm simply gonna pass it through a strainer. Why? Because if there's any bits of like curdled yolk, I want to make sure to catch those. I want you to understand that this will thicken as it cools. So at this moment, we're just gonna give this a quick little stir. Not really much in there. We're gonna take the rest out of the bottom. And now we're gonna grab a little bit of plastic wrap. We're gonna cover this so that way it doesn't form a skin. And we're gonna pop it in the refrigerator while So it's been about 2 hours or an hour, maybe about an hour and a half. What we're gonna do is you're gonna just put some of my bananas right in the bottom. You don't need like 1,000 bananas, but you some. Next, we're gonna take some of our pudding and we're gonna put our pudding right in the center. Next, we're gonna grab some Cool Whip because I'm not about to start. We're gonna just a quick little layer of Cool Whip, and then we're gonna just throw some Nilla wafers. We can actually just crumble these. You don't have to add them full like that. Whoops. And so then next we're gonna again do a layer of bananas. Add as much or as little bananas as you want. It's up to you. Okay. Next, we're gonna take some of our vanilla pudding. Oh yeah. You don't have to use a piping bag. I'm just using it to make it. Right now. Of course, I did not want to dirty myself, and I just did. Next, You need the crunch in between because then everything will be super soft. And we don't want everything to be super soft. Next, we're going to grab another banana. I just should have chopped them and I did not. So what I do is that I chop little rounds. Excuse the dog. Chooper. So we're just gonna add bananas. Choopy. Oh no, they all decided to start. So we just add bananas. And then after the bananas, again, we're gonna do it again, pudding. I already forgot how it was that I did it. I think I added the banana first and it should have been the other way around. But what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna add the crumbs, okay. I used to love, when I was a kid, I used to love these vanilla wafers. So we do that. We go ahead and go again with our in fact, let me see if I could just do it this way. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it this way, but so you add as much or as little as you want. Good thing is you could buy the sugar-free Cool Whip, so you don't have to do. Anyways, we're gonna top that with our pudding again. And after we do our pudding, we're gonna do some bananas and top it with our cookies. So, since this is the top layer, try to make it a little bit more decorative. And then clean out your you can even do some broiled bananas and put them on top. So it's all on you. I will show you the finished product in a few. And this is our finished banana pudding trifle. So you can see all the layers. And this is that. And then anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for spending time with me. This is Lala at Maddie's Puerto Rican Kitchen and more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so that way you get my videos as soon as I put them up. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye.